they were jumping the other guy. It wasn't just
Right.
Antonio Brown one-on-one, shoot the fair one. He had like 2 or 3 cats with him. And like you're a former Pro Bowl wide receiver, still in pretty good shape. You don't need no backup.
Yeah,
All
I
this
think
because he
Jay-Z
got
once
into a
said,
fight.
yeah. I think Jay-Z once said, you shouldn't do that because people from a distance can't tell who is who. You know what I'm saying? You out,
that's true. But Prodigy also
set
said
yourself up.
they always got mouth until that piece come out.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a quote this past weekend from someone I cannot remember, but he said, if it's worth fighting over, it's worth dying over.
That's not true.
Well, let me finish the quote. He said, if it's worth fighting over, it's worth dying over. So if it's not worth dying over, it's not worth fighting over.
Okay, now that's better. Nah, because I've always felt like, man, like most of the time when you think about every fight that you've ever been in, it's always something stupid when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like all this because Ryan Clark beat him up years ago. I mean, is he still acting out over this?
Ryan Clark beat up Antonio Brown?
They got into a fight in practice. I'm told Ryan Clark worked him.
How is that possible? Oh, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because they said Antonio Brown was cursing out Dick LeBeau. And Dick LeBeau is the defensive coordinator.
And Ryan Clark got mad.
Yeah.
Who is the source of this information?
They talked about it on First Take years ago. Matter of fact, he was talking about it.
Ryan Clark.
Troy Polamalu. I wouldn't fight Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably fight Ryan Clark.
Like, why is it even surprising though? Like that football players are getting in fights. Like,
I mean, it happens in practice.
It's a sport of aggression, and sometimes you got to let it out. Sometimes, so it's like, as long as you ain't getting carried away and trying to kill somebody, it's an aggressive sport.
Man. I've heard
you might want to fight your teammates sometime.
I've heard a lot of people. A lot of y'all favorite football players done got beat up in practice, man. I ain't gonna call names, man, but I just done heard a lot of stories and stuff.
It's not surprising. The fact that Draymond smacked my man, who was that he smacked back in the day?
Jordan
Poole.
He ain't smacked him, he punched him.
I was trying to downplay it, but that's not a violent sport. It's not a lot of aggression. You getting physical, but it's not as physical as football. So that was surprising. That was shocking. 2 football players getting in a little tussle after practice, bro. It's just like, come on, man.